Ankle puller. Don't play with me. Ooh.
We are nearly a two-way player to be sure, DA. Thanks. The Bucks building the roster around length and athleticism, Bill. That was a key reason they drafted Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, but I mean, I did that draft. He went 15th, and basically it looked like he was playing in the YMCA against ninth graders. We had no idea.
In the Greek League.
Yeah, after the lottery, you're throwing stuff against the wall. It was right around the right time to take him. I don't think they had any idea what they took. And also, he grew 3 inches after they took him.
It's amazing.
It is one of the most unbelievable draft picks in the history of the league. It really is. They drafted not just the best player in that draft at pick 15, but they drafted one of the franchise players of this decade with this flyer pick on the 6'9" dude from Greece, who was a success story even if he became an all-star.
And it's Smith in at the 5 spot. Rondo against Irving. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Five on the clock. No good from 18. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And James throws it down.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Bill, several of your books have been bestsellers. How did it feel to see your work so well received around the world?
I think I was really happy that the basketball book did well because I spent a long time writing it, and it was 700 pages. And when it got mailed to me, it was so big, I thought people would just be terrified of it. And, you know, it turns out,
I think they embraced the
size.
I
think they did. They liked it. I designed it for people to be able to put on their toilet or bring on an airplane or whatever they want to do with it. But I was always amazed that there wasn't a basketball book that tried to kind of group all these other books and some of the opinions and all the misinformation. Like the fact that, honestly, the reason I wanted to write the book was just that people thought Wilt Chamberlain was better than Bill Russell. And yet every single thing written in the 60s was that Bill Russell was better. And all the players would say Bill Russell was better. And when they put together, Bill Russell's team won. So it's like, how do we get to the point where people think Wilt Chamberlain was better? So it was that and some other stuff that made me want to write the book.
And the rejection by Smith. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Let's go.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Lakers.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Rondo against Irving, and Smith with the stop. Bill, it's interesting. More than 50 colleges and universities now offer scholarships in esports. I did not know this, and that number is probably only going to go up.
Now. I'll be back, y'all.
it makes sense too. What's more popular, esports or water polo? No offense to the water polo players, but come on.
These kids love it. They cannot get enough of these games.
No, we should have, every college should have esports.
So both teams changing it up here. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Right, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Misses off the right iron.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look
Cal,
than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
And Wright kicks to Maker. Pass to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
He's starting to figure it out a little bit more. Dimes like this prove Maker knows how to find the open guy.
Bill, with last year's do-or-die season finale between Minnesota and Denver, final game of the regular season, momentum is gathering for a play-in tournament, maybe for the last 2 playoff spots. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I wrote about this in 07. I called it the entertaining as hell tournament, where basically the first 7 seeds were guaranteed, and the 16 teams that didn't make it out of the 2 conferences, they just went head-to-head, single elimination, and then you have the final 2 games, and you have 8 versus 9. You do it over the course of a couple days. Use the TV revenue from that, because you could get good money from that, to maybe shorten the season.
Great
which
idea.
would be, for me, the #1 thing I would change about the league. I think we should have a 70-game season. You could talk me into 76, but there's too many games. There's too many nights where the players, I just think basketball is really hard to play.
And if that doesn't get too fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Irving dishes to Smith. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's 12 points for Smith.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Schooling them right now. Taking them to the woodshed. Super aggressive and owning the paint.
Now here's Wright. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Antetokounmpo's got his first bucket in this one. Smith for 3. Drilled it right as the clock hit all zip.
Wait. I just... What did I just do? I think I just did. Doom.
Wow, what a
Okay.
clutch shot. He's got nerves of...
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint.
It's unbelievable how he has everything. He's fast. He's
elite in just about every category, Greg.
And certainly a player for Giannis to study. He's a do-it-all superstar in his own right.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Grinding away down low, man. Just filing them down. Love the bully ball method. Paying off well.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Giannis and Maker, the very long forward duo. Wright is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Lopez in at the 5. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Bulls was terrific. He ended up with 19 points and, as always, was at the defensive end as well. He blocked a lot of shots. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. Yeah, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Greg, something really stoked his fire. Man, there was no holding him back. And when the player's that locked in, you just got to sit back and enjoy the ride.
Bill Commissioner Adam Silver believes the 2K Esports League will have the staying power of the NBA, WNBA, the G League. A pretty powerful comment to make.
And I hope he's right, because I want to be the lead color guy. I want us to be the team. Why can't it be us, Kevin Harlan?
Are you kidding me?
Let's do that. Cut me the check. As Rasheed Wallace would say, CTC, cut the check.
Bill Simmons is here.
I'm ready.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Henson's checked in. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ingram. Feeds to Irving. And the Lakers with another turnover here. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
And what stood out to me, Greg, was the aggressiveness. I mean, it seemed like they just were eager to get it done, wanted it a tad more than the other team.
Here's Rondo. That one wide left.
That's a good shot. Even though it couldn't find the bottom of the bucket, I like the shot quality.
Bill, we know about the love affair you have with the NBA, and you've written about it for so long. Started with the $4 ticket in Boston with your dad.
Yeah, my dad bought season tickets for the 1973-74 Boston Celtics, and it was only one ticket. And I think it was $4 a game, probably like $160 total. And he used to carry me in mainly because they didn't want to pay for a babysitter. So I started going to games that year, probably sleeping through a lot of them, and they won the title.
How old were you in 72?
So I was 4.
4 years old.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember anything from that season. The first season I remember is the year later when they lost before the finals to Washington. And then the year later they won the famous finals against Phoenix, the triple overtime game. I was there.
Was Cowens on that team?
Cowens, Havlicek,
Yep.
JoJo White.
Yep.
And I was at the triple overtime game in the 76 finals. Was probably the most famous NBA game ever. The kids out there now would nominate like Game 7, 2016 or something. But triple overtime game was the most famous game ever. And I slept through the entire second half and the first overtime.
Oh, no.
But then woke up because everybody was standing the whole second overtime, so I had to get up.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Stolen by Ball. By himself, and Ball slams it in.
Hey, you got to give Ball credit, Kevin. I mean, he's very good at using his length to poke balls away.
Rondo kicks to Ilyasova to the inside. Henson, and the rejection by Smith. To the inside. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
So both teams changing it up here.
I don't know if there's a player in the league that has better handles than Kyrie Irving. As a matter of fact, his handles are as good as any I've seen in the history of the game. Smooth, crafty, cunning. Man, it is so much a joy to watch this guy do his thing.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. Always full of terrific insights. Bill Simmons, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you. My insights, thank you as well.
And Clark, always great to have Bill with us. A content creator who really taps into what the audience is thinking.
Could not agree with you more. Amen to all of that, Kevin. He's got a very loyal fan base and readers and viewers that share his vision, not just on sports, but on life. And that strong connection he has with them is admirable.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And the rejection by James. Stolen by Henson. DiVincenzo. Guarded by Harris. DiVincenzo got it from 16 feet.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Smith right side. Harris looking it over. Smith gets it to go on the assist from Harris. And it's now 23 points for Smith.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Wade can't hit. Stolen by Henson. They get it back. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime.
Above his average.
Exactly, Greg. And, you know, when he's scoring like this, they're tough to stop.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. We've got Durant. LeBron James is out there with Smith. Then it's Thompson, and it's Irving at the point. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And he gets the bucket.
Super quick in transition. The Greek freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
Fans can see what a team is doing on the court, but they can't see behind the scenes. Mark, in your experience, what are some of the hallmarks of a team with great locker room chemistry?
Yeah, you know, it varies from team to team. You know, you got various personalities, but I think the one common theme is really a respect for each other and a willingness to sacrifice for each other. That creates an atmosphere for people to be their best. And teams that have good chemistry, there may be friction, there may be drama, but underneath any of that is a real respect for each other and a commitment to sacrificing for each other.
Lopez with the ball. Now Smith defending. 4 on the clock. Here's Rondo. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Floats it up for Rayon. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Rondo can't get it to go.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Well, in case anybody doubted it, the Lakers are still a premier destination for free agents. I mean, L.A. is L.A. Historically, the Lakers have done a good job making the most of the attraction of playing in L.A.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Milwaukee. The Lakers also making some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for LeBron. Josh Hart comes in for Thompson. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Irving. Antetokounmpo finds Ilyasova.
Outstanding use of the pick and roll by Ilyasova. Not only firm with how he sets his screen, but determined and forceful in how he rolls and gets open space for an easy shot. Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Bucks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And the Lakers will seemingly always be a player in free agency.
Well, I think a big part of it is the appeal of the city and the glamour that comes with being in L.A. and not to mention the historical greatness of the franchise. I mean, the Lakers are a unique organization, not just in the NBA, but I think in all the sports.
Rondo against Ball. Rondo kicks to Antetokounmpo. Lopez inside, covered by Smith. Dellavedova, the pass to Lopez. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Lopez has got 8.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home, extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
Antetokounmpo against Ball. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Inside, and Lopez throws it down.
What a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
Pass to Hart. Here's Smith, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Smith's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance. Boy, he's been excellent thus far, Kevin, but it still hasn't been enough to get them the lead.
Outside Durant. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Smith with the stuff.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Bucks have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Inside, and Lopez throws it down.
And you go beyond the stats, and Lopez has been a real presence inside on the offensive end in this one.
Basket counts. 34 points for Smith.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Rondo against Kuzma. Back to Rondo. Releases from 15. The wide open look here for Lopez. Had the space there, but it's offline. Lets it go with the 3. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Ball. Kuzma's got 5 now.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Lopez outside. Gets an open look and hits. 16 points for him.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throws.
Different look for Milwaukee. Lopez. Comes in for Maker. And Giannis Antetokounmpo subbed in for Tony Snell. The Lakers also making some changes. Smith comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Kyle Kuzma subbed in for Wagner. That's good from Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks back in 2001, advancing to the conference finals in the subsequent 17 seasons, Clark. They've yet to win a playoff series. Is this the year?
Well, when you have a top-5 caliber player in Giannis Antetokounmpo, expectations rise, and you do have a better chance to advance in the playoffs. Earning a top seed, though, I think is important because that gives you home court advantage, which we know is helpful.
John Henson out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Wright in at the point guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Nice shot by Smith.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just 2 gamers since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Smith.
Boy, that was a terrific performance on offense. He was out of his mind. He scored in so many different ways tonight.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for the city.
Hey, Shaq here. As a team, you controlled the pace tonight, seized the advantage, never really let them back in it. What was your collective mindset while trying to protect that lead?
Well, we wanted to make sure we kept the work rate really high, you know. We didn't allow ourselves to feel comfortable. Closing out games in the NBA, man, it's never easy. As soon as you take your foot off the pedal, that lead disappears. So, credit to our guys for staying focused.